The next resource I want to look at is Miro. Miro says on their website that they are one of the easiest online whiteboards with pre-built templates, easy to use basic features, and tools built for online meetings. Let's take a look at Miro. So here is Miro. Miro, I would say, is a little more geared toward business. So when you get to their site, you can see that they are the online collaborative whiteboard platform to bring teams together anytime, anywhere. And so for me, when I see the word teams, yes, you can use it in your classroom, but when you see some of the features that are built into Miro, I think you'll see that it is a little geared toward maybe high school students or the business world. So on Miro, you just click Start a Whiteboard. It does require you to sign up. So I'm going to log in. So you'll see when you log into Miro, over on the left-hand side, these are your different teams. So you can have different Miro spaces set up for different teams that you might have. So if you have different classes throughout the day, you might have different Miros set up for your various classes throughout the day. If you have just one class, then maybe you just need one space for the whiteboards. You can see along the top, you can create your board very easily. They have various templates that you can use. I can also show you all the templates. So you can see here, you have different cases of the templates that you can make. So there's strategy and planning, research design, meetings and workshops. And as you move through here, you can just click on the different areas. So like ideation and brainstorming, I can see all the different boards that are available in that area. For the purpose of the demonstration, I'm just going to create a new board, and then I choose whether or not I want to create a shared board or look for more features. But because I only have the free version, I'm just going to create a shared board. So this board is automatically shared with all of my team members. It will ask me right away if I want to start with a template. I'm not going to. I'm just going to start with a blank board. So like whiteboard.chat, your toolbar is along the left-hand side. You can start with templates. You can insert text, add sticky notes, add shapes, aligns, different connection lines. These are your drawing tools, your pen underneath that. You can add comments throughout the board. You can add frames on the board. You can upload different things to your board from your device, from a URL that you find on the internet, different saved files, or if you use the Google Web Clipper. Finally, the ellipses at the bottom allows me to integrate other apps into the Miro platform, but for the purposes of this demonstration, I'm just going to stick with the basics. Along the bottom left-hand corner are some other tools that you can utilize. So this will show you the different frames that you've created within your Miro board. You can go into presentation mode. So if you have created your board as a giant canvas, then you can go into presentation mode and show that to everybody in class. If you do add comments to your board, you can click on the comments, and in your comments section will show you the comments that have been left, and if comments have been specifically made to you, you can actually @ people within your classroom to leave them specific comments. There is a chat section within Miro, so if you click on the chat, people can chat back and forth in Miro. You can screen share your board out. The voting, the video chat, and the timer are all premium features within Miro. If you want to utilize those features, you would have to pay for a subscription. The activity will show you anything that's been done or changed on the board itself. So this is kind of a nice feature for you to be able to go back and see what has been done to the board. If you had an idea or something was written down that got changed, your activity history, you can go in here and maybe go back and restore that or see where the change was made, or talk to the person that maybe deleted the idea that was on your board. In the top left-hand corner, you can rename your board. You also have your export features, so you can save the board as an image, as a PDF, as its own template, so you can utilize it later. You can download it as a backup board, export it as a spreadsheet, embed it in another website. So a lot of features for you to export the board out. In the top right-hand corner, you will see the various people who have joined the board. You have your sharing features. So once you give the board a title, you can add emails through Gmail or other various platforms. You can change and get an invite link and then share how people can access the board. So they can edit the board, comment, or just view the board like you would have the tools in Google. Some of the settings of your board here, it will provide you with shortcuts. So if you like to use shortcuts like I do with your keyboard, you can click on the shortcuts and it will show you all the shortcuts. I have collaborators cursor checkmarked, so as people are moving around the board, I can see it will give me a name and show me the cursor of the collaborator that is working in it. If you click on the question mark, then you can work through the Learn and Inspire, so you can see that there is a Getting Started section. There are tutorials available on the Miro platform, and you can work through the Academy. You also have the option to look at various webinars that Miro offers for their platform. The bell will show you different mentions that you might get or comments that have been left on your board, and the magnifying glass is the search feature, and so if you are looking for anything specific within your board, you can click on that search feature and be able to find it more quickly. So now I've joined the board from my iPad, and you can see now on the top, in the top right hand corner, it'll show me exactly who has access to the board. So I can see the icons of the people that have joined the board. I have a T for myself, and then for my tech integration account, I have another T. And then the cursor is available on the board itself. You can see in blue, so we had that cursor item checked. And so as people are working and writing on the board, you can see that the cursor will move around to showcase where that student or that person is working. If I create a shape on the board, anybody else working in the platform and on the board with me has access to anything that I do as well. So if I am working on my iPad, I can actually click on the square as on my other device and move this information around. Same with on my computer. If I'm on my computer and I decide to grab the eraser, I can actually erase all the information that the person had written down. So the difference really between whiteboard.chat and Miro is that in whiteboard.chat, each student is given their own whiteboard, where Miro is one giant platform where everybody is working collaboratively together. The last thing that I'll showcase in Miro is Miro actually, you don't have to go through the Safari browser to utilize the platform. Miro has its own app that you can download on iOS. So if your students have an iPad, they can work. You can download the app and students can log into the app and then work that way through it. And you can see here that all my tools are the same on the app as they would be if I was working on a computer or a Chromebook. And so as students work through here and I choose the pen tool, all of my stuff works the same. I can change my colors at the bottom. I can change my line style, my line thickness. So I get a lot of tools, a lot of availability here on the app. And that's one thing that I do really like about Miro as a platform is the app is just as robust as it would be on a computer or a Chromebook. So you can see though that the main difference between the first two that we've talked about so far in this newsletter and the podcast is that we have whiteboard.chat where everybody gets their own individual whiteboard and you can showcase your own whiteboard to your students or you can work with them on their own individual whiteboard. Where Miro is a collaborative space similar to Explain Everything where everybody works together and everybody can change anything on the whiteboard. But it is a really nice, powerful feature and tool for you to utilize with your students either in distance learning or if your students are in person.